Yo, Jaron Ennis versus Stanionis. Yo, let's talk about it. Who you got? Who showed more grit at the press conference? Who you got? Who stood out more at the press conference? Was it Jaron Ennis? Was it Stanionis? Hey, I'm going to tell you who I got in this fight, and I don't think it's going to be a close fight. You tell me who you got. Join the debate right now on Likeable Dialogue. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD.
The kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD.
Shout out to Likeable
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
It's your boy Drew. Shout out LD the Kid.
Shout out to LD.
Dialogue. What up? What up, world? We are back with another one, man. Listen, man, we got a big fight Saturday night, man. Let me scoot over here a little bit more into the camera. You have Jaron Ennis, then you got Stanionis over there, man. We have a big fight this weekend, man, and you guys got to tell me who do you got in this particular fight, right? So you got Jaron Ennis, you got Stanionis. Who do you got? I mean, what did Stanionis say? He said it's going to be all gas, no brakes. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD.
The kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Hey, Stanionis ain't playing no games. That's all I'm going to say. Stanionis says that he's coming with a vengeance. Dude got a baby on the way. He says, man, I done sacrificed all this time. That's what he said, bruh. He said he done sacrificed. He said that he done did everything he had to do. He even quoted the famous quote. Where he says he left no stone unturned. That is what that boy said. That's what he said. He said he left no stone unturned. Now, we do remember, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this on the channel right here. Let everybody know we live so they can tune in to us. Tune in now. But he said that he left no stone unturned. He says that he got a baby on the way. He says that he's going to get the 2 belts, and then he's going to go
Shout out to Likeable.
catch a flight and then shoot to the hospital where his wife is having their baby. His first child, I believe he's having his first child. Shout out to that boy Stanionis, man. Shout out to Stanionis, man. He says, lost starry night. Okay. It's pun. Shout out to you, man. But listen, guys. Don't be afraid to hop in the comment box. Let's talk about this fight, guys. Let's talk about it. Do you got Jaron Ennis or do you have Stanionis? I mean, this is a great fight, a great opportunity for Jaron Ennis to fight a top level tier opponent. This is a moment for Jaron Ennis, right? He says that he wants to stay at the 147-pound division. He wants to put his name in the history books. Shout out to my boy DT. My boy DT says that sound like hell of motivation. Yeah, but also though, DT, does Stanionis sound like motivation as well? You know what I mean? You got a Stanionis here who says that he having a baby on the way. He said he left no stone unturned. He says he's been in camp for for a tremendous amount of time. He says that he left no stone unturned. He says that he's been away from his family. He's been grinding. He's put in the work for months, is what he said. He also goes on and say that this is the most brutal camp that he's ever been in. And one thing about the Russian fighters, boxers, man, I don't know what they do, but they come to fight. My boy says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Stanionis has a good motivation. Yeah, facts, bro. He does. And then, okay, so we talked about the Stanionis motivation. Let's rewind it back. And let's talk about Jaron Ennis motivation. When they asked Jaron Ennis, is he ready for the fight? I'm ready for the fight, Bro, I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's gonna be I'm gonna put on a show for show. I'm gonna put on for show. Bro, speak English. We don't understand you, bro.
Likeable.
He says, I think he's Lithuanian. He might be, bro. I thought he was Russian, but anyway, either way it goes, they some top tier fighters, bro. But Jaron Ennis says that he's ready for the 147-pound division. He claims that he's ready for it. I'm sorry, my bad. I gotta. He says he's ready for the 147-pound division. He's ready to put his name in a stone with the Floyd Mayweathers, with the Muhammad Ali's. He named a few other boxers, man, but I definitely remember those names. At least I remember Floyd Mayweather. He says he wants to put his name and put a stamp in the 147-pound division, is what he said. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jaron Ennis actually brings to the table, man. I want to know, do you guys think Boots has what it takes? Do you think Stanionis has what it takes? And I'm going to ask that question again because it's very critical that we ask the key questions here, right? So the key questions are, as states as it goes, do Jaron Ennis has what it takes to beat a tough Stanionis? And does Stanionis has what it takes to beat a great Boots Ennis, right? He said that this is one of the best camps he ever had. He said he had no problem losing weight. This is one of the best camps that he ever had. He didn't have no issues. He said that this was a very, very, very great camp that he's have out here, man. He needs to fight more than anybody. He needs this fight more than anybody. Which one would you say he? Who exactly are you referring to? Are you saying he as in Jaron Ennis, or are you saying he as in Stanionis? That is the question that I asked today. As far as me with my picks, man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like Jaron Ennis, man. I really do like Jaron Ennis. But I love Stanionis. Boots needs this fight. Okay, shout out to my boy DT out there, man.
Shout out to Likeable.
He says Boots needs this fight more than anything. And you know what, brother? I don't disagree with you. Hold on, man. I'm trying to let everybody know we live so they can tap in, man. I was trying to come on earlier and then ran into some issues, man. So I was like, all right, let me just push it back. So, hey, man, that's what I did. You know what? They'll put it to the public. All right, cool. DT, did you get the mics? Did you get those mics that I sent? I see you sent 2 messages. Did you ever see this? No. Oh, yeah, I think I did see that. DT. DT, did you get the mics that I sent you? I know you probably get them tomorrow because I know you probably at work when it was probably delivered. But shout out to my boy DT out there, man. He's actually going to the fight, man. So shout out to DT who's actually going to the fights, man. Gotta support these fights, man. All right, so back to the question, right? So the question goes as to state as who needs this fight more, right? Is Stanionis ready, or is Boots Ennis ready, or is both of them ready for this particular fight? Like, that's the question that I really want to ask you guys tonight, because it's very crucial, right? I'm not reaching out to that dude no more, man. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Y'all know when we live, I be doing stuff, and so it happens. Stuff happens. All right, so yeah, man. So now that we back, man, I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, man. So yeah, man. Boots Ennis, man, he says that he's ready, but a lot of people question Boots Ennis. They said that he needs to move up to 154. And so I actually got the picture here, and they tried to refer him to, you remember that movie where 50 Cent lost a lot of weight? They tried to say that like that's what Boots Ennis looks like. So I'm going to get that picture on the screen for you guys right now. And I feel like this fight is going to be interesting, man. I'm really in tune with this fight. Shout out to Bevo Boxing in a high. My boy Bevo Boxing TV says, salute, love the show. Shout out to my boy Bevo Boxing.
Shout out to Likeable.
My boy Sleeper Grind says, I just saw your message, and yo, crazy A Hill Boots again beat the boy real blood. Boots in 7. Hey, Sleeper Grind, you welcome to come on and talk your mess, bro. I'm ready for you, bro. I you know what? Honestly, bro, I really think that I don't really say like Boots is gonna lose the fight. I'm not gonna say that, right? I take it back, right? But I say like Stanionis is gonna give him a great show, bro. Stanionis gonna give him a great show, bro. He says Boots under 7, Boots under 7, not 7. Hey, look, all I gotta say, bro, is Boots Ennis got a tough task. Stanionis is a tough Lithuanian fighter, bro. It's like them type of fighters are like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. He says like this was the most brutal one that he ever had before. Like, these fighters, man, are there's not gonna be a pushover for Stanionis. Now, if Boots Ennis go over there and bulldoze Stanionis, then I'm gonna blame the layoffs for Stanionis. This is a tailor-made fight for Boots Ennis to really win. Stanionis been inactive for some time now, for some years now. Meanwhile, Boots Ennis been active, but he hasn't been performing his best. You know what I mean? But Stanionis is a dog. Stanionis is a dog, man. And Boots Ennis got a tough fight on his hands, bro. I'm not biased. I like Boots. Boots is a tremendous fighter. My only knock on Boots is that sometimes he gets in a ring and he shows out. He does his hand like this. You know what I'm saying? He shows out. And so that's one of the things that I don't like about Boots. But Boots does a tremendous job. Like, he's a tremendous boxer. You can't take his talent away from him. Like, dude is a tremendous boxer. Like, you can't take his talent away. I just wish that Boots don't show out as much as he shows out. That's my only thing. I wish he don't show out as he shows out. My boy says, I already made my best on this fight. Tell us some of your best, DT. Shout out to DT. Tell us some of your bets. My boy said, I got 100 on Boots to knock him out in under 7, bro. You don't do that, bro. Why you do that?
Shout out to Likeable.
So you think Stanionis is a pushover? If I mean $100 for under 7, nah, bro. He don't do that, bro. I don't do that, bro. He don't do that, bro. You know what? It just depends, because like we haven't seen Stanionis box in some time now. Like, we haven't seen him box in some time now, man. That's my only thing, bro. We haven't seen him box in some time now, man. That's the only thing. Hey, look, this is the picture that a lot of people was comparing to Boots Ennis, man. Look at this. They did that boy Boost Ennis wrong, bro. They did him wrong.
Shout out to Likeable.
Hey, man, they did my boy Boost wrong, man. They did him wrong, bro. Yeah, man, they did that boy Boost wrong, man. I had some more videos here I was going to show you guys. I guess that was part of another show that I was going to do today, but I ended up going with this show. Okay, so I had some old pictures, but that was for the other show that I was going to do today, but I ended up going with this particular show right here. But anyway, to make a long story short though, man, I got this a tough fight, man. I don't know who I'm going to pick. You know, I like to say this should be good for Boots, but if you look at this picture that people are trying to say like Boots need to move up to 154, he looks a little bit sunk in. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Boots do look a little sunk in, don't he? He looks a little sunk in, man. Stanionis, I'm gonna get some of the content on for you guys. Stanionis said that, you know, he left no stone unturned, man. I really believe him. I really do believe him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do believe him. My boy says I took Stanionis by decision. Ooh.
Shout out to Likeable.
Shout out to that boy DT, man, for not being biased, man. Hey, shout out to DT, bro. Oh, okay. So DT and then Sleeper Grind. If you still there, Sleeper Grind. Tell us why you have Boost Ennis under 7, and DT, tell us why you have a Stanionis by decision. He says that picture don't matter. He going to come close to 160 on fight night. Yeah, no, man. I was just saying, like, you know, about the picture, because I saw this and I was like, wow, man, let me get this on the channel, man. Let me get this on the channel. So, definitely. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to get this on the channel. Hold on real quick, man. My bad. So, yeah, man, on fight night, this is going to be an interesting fight. And man, I can't wait to see this, man. They got an interesting card. And so I'm really curious on how this fight is going to play out, man. If Boost Ennis knock out a Stanionis, that means something. That means a lot. You know what I mean? That means a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That means a lot. And that shows that Boost Ennis needs to be taken a little bit more serious, man. His performance in this particular fight is going to defy, like, if he needs to go up to 154. You know what I mean? He's going to shut a lot of key players up because Stanionis is a tough fighter, man. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Stanionis is a tough fight. Like, he's a tough fight, bro. He's not a pushover. He's a tough fight. This is a tough fight for him, man. So shout out to that boy Stanionis and Boost, man. Stanionis said that he's been calling out for this fight. Boost Ennis says that, you know, he called out for the fight and that they finally gave it to him. So, you know, it's a lot of back and forth about who took the fight, who's been asking for the fight, and all that, etc. Hey guys, listen, we only got 3 likes. So make sure y'all, if you haven't smashed that like button already, please do so. That definitely helps the channel grow and helps with the visibility of the show. My boy DT says, first off, Boost didn't knock out his last 2 opponents. Let's be clear. He definitely did knock out his last two opponents, and his last 2 fights have been less than substantial. It's been below, it's been subpar. You know what I mean? Like his last 2 fights haven't been that great. I'm not, and that's, and you know what's the good thing about it is that they actually stated it. They actually said that that the reason why we got this fight is because of our last fight. So if they're looking at us because of our last fight, then I'll get in a little bit. Thank you. Hey, bring me some more apple juice. But if they actually mentioned it and they said if they looking at me and thinking that they're going to that it's the same fighter from our last fight, then they got this. They got to be looking. They got something else coming. Come with that same attitude. So they think they got the fight with Stanionis because the Booth's last performance wasn't so great. So I mean, a lot of people might be counting out Booth's Ennis, but at the end of the day, it's about who's going to it's about who's going to be successful at the end of the night. So, oh shoot, damn, I did the wrong thing. I'm going to show just a little bit of a promo that Booth Ennis posted to his page. I'm going to screen share a little bit of promo that he posted to his page, trying to hype up the fight, and things of that nature. And let's see how that goes. So let's just look at. I mean, in this picture right here, though, he don't look bad. In this picture right here, he look big, but you could tell that picture is different from the picture that he posted to his story. That's him in the tub. That's him working out. You see the veins. He's been working. It looks like this camp, he did. Ain't no better feeling than knowing when to get back in that mode. So it looks like he's put in a little bit extra work this camp, right? Because his dad said that he sort of kind of lacked off in his last camp. So it looks like he's actually put in I didn't around and remember who I am again. So I mean, he said he's messed around and see how he is again, man. But yeah, man, that's what he says. DT says, I'm gonna take a break soon and I'll call in. Okay, let me open up the phone lines for you, my brother. Boom, phone lines is open, man. You know what? I'm gonna actually open up the phone lines to the people. And if you guys want to call in to the show, man, you can call in. That's the number to call in if you want to call in. You want to call in and voice your opinion to the show, that is while we're talking about this topic, that is the number to call. You can call in and you can voice your opinion on who you got. Do you got Boots Ennis or do you got Stanionis? Hey man, Stanionis. My boy says, wait. So let me click on his comment. My boy say, wait. So is Boots admitting that he's been lacking lately? Yo, definitely. His dad called him out. His dad called him out. His dad said that what did his daddy say? His daddy said something along the lines of, hold on, y'all. Let me take this number off and I'll put it in the thread and you guys can call in from the thread. But this is the number right now to call if you want to call in to the show. I'm actually gonna take that number off. Okay, boom, and I'm gonna put it in the thread because I don't like it because it's gonna be all in the reels and stuff. There we go. All right, boom. All right, so there it is right there. If you want to call into the show, that's the number that's going across the screen. Okay. But like I said, man, he did admit, his dad did admit to him not wanting to get up, him not wanting to do certain things, him not wanting to be active. Right now, Boo's got a lot on the line right now because if he don't fight well in this fight, people are going to say he just don't have the love for the sport no more. He needs to move up and weight. You see what I'm saying? So Boo's got a lot on the line right now. I mean, I'm drinking some apple juice, man. Apple juice is good when it's cold. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But man, hey, like I say, man, we shall see what happens here, man. So as of right now, man, Boost Ennis versus Stanionis, man. Hey, and then while we wait for DT to call in, he want to voice his opinion. I think this gonna be a good fight card too, right? But man, did y'all hear that Tank Davis versus Jake Paul was supposed to happen? That is crazy to me. They are like in two different weight classes. So it's kind of like, how in the hell is Jake Paul go fight Tank Davis? Tank is like super short. Jake Paul is super big, two different weight classes. Like here it is right here. I think it says me and Javante were scheduled to fight. Like, how is that even possible? Like they two different people and two different weight classes. Javante Tank Davis, Jake Paul was supposed to fight. Like, how was that supposed to, like, what? I mean, this was really, you know how people say the Mike Tyson and the Jake Paul fight was. Hold on, let me get this off of here real quick because I know when the reels come out, it's gonna mess up. Okay, boom. I had to take that off, y'all, for the reels purposes, because it will mess up. All right, let's do something else. All right, so Javante Tank Davis and let me change the topic too. My boy says, has Jake Paul been coming off as a desperate for a fight? Jake Paul has been coming off as a desperate for a fight. Seems like notoriety done wore off. You know what? I think Jake Paul is more so like Jake Paul is more so like, hold on, let me put this headline up there. So I have it. All right, so Jake Paul versus Tank, man, that fight was supposed to happen, but Jake Paul said that it didn't happen because of the rematch that he has to have with Lamont, which is crazy because, like, how does that fight happen, right? And do we really buy that fight? Oh, the phone already connected to the channel. That's cool.
To accept, press 1.
DT, what it do?
Yo, man, you know we out here, man.
What it do, man? What's up, bro? You already connected to the channel.
Okay. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What up? What up, man? What's going on with you, DT?
April 12th, you know.
Big
time.
Big fight tomorrow, man. Big fight tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Today Thursday, man.
Oh, damn. Today is
Tomorrow
Thursday.
Friday. Yeah, tomorrow Friday.
I got my days mixed up, bro. My bad. I got my days mixed
up. That's why you was asking me about that package.
Yeah, I got my days mixed up. Yeah, man, I got my days mixed up, bro. I'm glad you said that.
That boy's more ready than me.
Yeah, bro, I got my days mixed up, man.
You try to find me a good location, man. I'm kind of in a loud place right now. Y'all, my background okay? You hear me?
Yeah. You good.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, man. I don't wanna I don't want to spend too much time on, on a guy like Jake Paul. I don't really feel like he's worth my time.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, man, I feel like, the novelty is wearing off. You know what I mean? Like, it's no longer people that's, lining up to fight him for a quick paycheck.
Right.
The people that he wants, he's noticing that he's only getting a certain level of fighter.
Right.
He's noticing that he's not really getting those respected names that he really wants for a big payday. Like, guys not gonna waste their time with him. That's why, like I said, I'm not even willing to waste too much time discussing him. That's how I feel about the guy. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. So you're saying that you're going for Jaron Ennis tomorrow. I mean, dang it, on Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
But
Stanionis, yeah.
Yeah, Stanionis. What made you bet on Stanionis?
I mean, honestly, it's I just been watching Boots. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy.
Right.
Like, what made me pick the other guy was watching Boots.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, watching his last two fights. And what I've noticed, because I know, the guys that, want to see, the big hits, the knockouts. I know those guys that's out there like that. But I feel like he takes way too many punches. I think he takes too many shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you a question real quick. Have you paid close attention to Stanionis fights, like his fighting style? Have you paid attention to him? So, okay, good. So you understand why I'm picking Stanionis to win this fight, or at least give it.
I would imagine. I can guess why you're picking him.
Right.
I can guess why. It's probably part of the same reason why I'm picking him.
Okay, and what's that reason?
His fighting style.
Yeah, his fighting style.
It's the relentlessness of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the fact that he doesn't have a chill button, right? It's all go. Just go at you the whole time.
Hey,
and he actually has the power to put you down.
Yes, he does. What does he say?
That's a dangerous guy.
And what does he say?
I don't know. I actually didn't hear that the stuff that you had put up early in the show.
Yeah.
I actually didn't hear that before, but I was like, wow, that makes me feel better about my bet. Hearing all that stuff that you read, I was like, well, dang, that makes my bet feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. He says it's all gas. He says all gas, no brakes. That's what he said. So
that's his style. That's his fighting style.
Yeah.
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 So my thing is, So I'm looking at the welterweight division right now, and look, man, I'm telling you, we got 4 champions in the welterweight division right now. We got Boots, we got Stanionis, right, and we also have Brian Norman waiting in the back, and we also have Mario Barrios.
Okay.
Right. So this is what we need. We need to start lining these guys up, to start facing each other.
Right.
We need to start talking about unification.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's number 1, who's number 2, who's number 3, who's number 4.
I'm gonna be a spoiler. I'm gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah.
Mario Barrios is the weakest of all of those. I'm sorry, Mario. I just don't see you beating
that's controversy. I don't think that's controversy.
So you agree with me?
That's controversy. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, if you want to be controversial, I'll be controversial and say I think Boots is number 3.
Who's number 2?
See, look, I got Boots at number 3 on that list.
Okay, cool. Boots number 3. Boots in his number 3. Boost in his number 3. Who's number 1 and 2?
One for me right now, bro. I'm impressed with Stanionis, man. He got a lot of things that I like about him. He got a lot of things. I think Brian Norman is the most underrated of the bunch.
Yeah.
He's the most underrated of the bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Bro, it's weird that I agree with you because I don't think we agree as often, but for us to agree, we
do a
do.
lot of the time, bro. We agree a lot of the time.
Okay, man. You know, it's just weird because I
Yeah,
know
we agree.
Okay.
Only time, usually, sometimes we'll disagree on, like the results of a fight. But other than that, we agree on a lot of stuff when it comes to boxing. Just, basically like, what guys are doing, what guys are trying to do, what guys should be doing. We usually agree on most of that stuff.
Okay. Hey, man, hey, man, look, I'm just looking at Stanionis as the Stanionis that we saw before he was put on the shelf. So if he's that same as Stanionis and Boots is that same Boots, Stanionis dominates that Boots. That is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But Boots said this was a great camp. He's improved. He's ready. I know what type of dog Stanionis is. So I'm hoping that he brings that same dog to the table. You know what I'm saying?
For me, the biggest weakness for Boots is his defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's showing out ability.
I said it before. Yeah, I don't think he gonna. I only think he do that against certain guys. He knows when and who to do that against. He's not. He's not a clown. He knows better than to do that against a serious guy. You know what I mean? So I don't worry about that. That just means that he's feeling comfortable. If he does that to you, that means he feels comfortable fighting you, and you might be in trouble. That's all that means.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But my issue with him is, defensively, he allows too many shots to get through. His reaction isn't as sharp as I would like. I know he's a Philly guy. I know Philly, they grown real tough in Philly. I know he's a tough guy, but I feel like, where's the shoulder roll?
Right.
Philly made that famous. The little shoulder roll. Where is that in his arsenal? So I think he needs to work on being able to, kind of protect himself more, because he takes a lot of shots. And one of these days, he's going to take a shot from somebody that actually got the power. Or maybe one of these days, those shots are going to accumulate enough within a fight to get to the point where it's like, hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
You might have, you might end up taking a knee or, and getting put down. I don't think he's been knocked down yet in his career. But I can see it. I can definitely see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think he has neither. I think I
can't recall the time him being knocked down in his career. It can happen. It's definitely potential. It's not like, if somebody knocked down Shakur Stevenson, that's going to be mind blowing. They're going to have pictures of that circulating around the world.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson picked himself up off the ground.
Right.
Craziest thing in the world.
Right.
If that happens to Bruce Ennis, it'd be like, yeah, well, did he get up? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people will be surprised if you tell them, like, yeah, man, Bruce got knocked down.
Right. I agree with that.
Like, yeah,
I agree with that.
So, but yeah, man, that's I'm a Boots fan. I like the guy. I want to see great things from him, but it's a few areas that I've been watching. And like I said, the more I watch him, the more I see vulnerabilities personally.
Right.
The more I watch him, the more I see vulnerabilities and flaws.
Right.
And that's just the first thing that I see that I notice about him. Is actually offensively, I've noticed some things about him as well.
Okay, and what's the offense side?
Well, so you notice that the past few fights he hasn't been able to score those knockouts that he was famous for. Remember, everybody was all on him because it was like, man, he's getting knockouts.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just stopped. He just stopped getting knockouts.
Yeah.
So then you got to ask yourself, well, what happened? Why?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Like his last fight with PBC, I can't remember the guy's name. I can look it up on BoxRec. But his last Boost in his last fight with PBC was a great fight, bro. I'm talking about I was team Boots. But you only good as your last performance. And his last two performances is just like, where is that same Boots Ennis at? He's not the same Boots. So it's like, Boots, are you like, you say you stepped up in this count? I want to see it. Show us that you still that same dog. Show us, prove it. Because in this business, you only as good as your last fight. And that's just the way it is.
Right. Yeah, so his last fight was
I'm finna look it up.
His last fight was
I'm finna look it up
that
right
dude.
now.
I don't know how to say the guy's name. Karen guy, right?
Yeah. It was Karen.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his last name. Chud something. But yeah, that was
Karen Chunisian.
That was exactly
Chuck
right.
And then he fought David Amnesia and then Roman Villa. Villa.
Mind you, so keep in mind
that was a good fight.
So keep in mind that fight with Karen, that was his second time fighting that guy.
Yeah, that was his second time fighting him. Yeah, that was his second time fighting him.
Anybody that watched that first fight will tell you, Karen actually fought him better in the second fight.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why is like Boost dominated that guy in the first fight? There was no need for a second fight. But the lack in the 147-pound division is the reason why Eddie Hearn was scrambling to find him an opponent. So he was looking at Eddie Hearn like, bro, who's in the 147-pound division now? The top heads are moved up to 154. Who's in the 147-pound division? We named the champions in the 147-pound division.
The champions, you mean?
Besides the champions now. And even the champions are not even big names besides Boots and the Stanionis. Mario Barrios is a big name, but we know like Mario Barrios, if we put him on the market and we say, hey, everybody come tune in, we got to put him in Texas in order for him to sell. We put that fight in Vegas, it probably won't do so good. So who's the big names in the 147-pound division? There's nobody left. Earl gone. Crawford is gone. Sean Porter retired. Keith Thurman, I don't know if he's at 147 or 154 now. It's like nobody's Danny Garcia, 168 or 160. What I'm saying, the original 147-pounders who we was all tuned into has now moved up or gone at the sport. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know, because I still see it as if
I don't see it that competitive. It's an open market, bro.
Ain't Ryan technically? Ryan's still 147, right?
No, Ryan was 140, but now he's fighting at 147. Devin Haney has moved up to 147.
Okay.
Listen, 147.
Okay, Haney moved up. Well, you named the guys, bro.
But I'm naming them now. But I'm naming them now. But I'm saying.
You said Romero, ain't it?
Yeah, he Rolly Romero went up to 147. But these are the guys that was fighting at 135. I mean, at 140, who's moving up to 147. What I'm saying is like the original 147-pounders, bro, the Sean Porters in that era.
That's life,
are gone.
That's normal. They're supposed to,
but I'm saying is wide. But what I'm saying, bro, is wide open though. Is whoever can get these two belts, the Stanionis, whoever wins Stanionis or Boost Ennis, whoever wins this particular fight is going to go on and be undisputed because the division is wide. That's why Manny Pacquiao wanted to come back because all the heavy hitters had moved up.
I mean, that's why I'm so excited about the fight. I wouldn't guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee that the winner of this fight is going to be the undisputed champion of the division. I feel like the winner of this fight, if they take on, let's say Brian Norman, I doubt they're gonna do it this way, but let's say Brian Norman and what the name, who I was just talking about, he got the other belt, I can't think of his name right now. You know what I'm talking about? Barrios, Mario Barrios.
Mario Barrios.
So let's say Brian Norman and Mario Barrios, they have their little unification bout, and whoever wins that fight. I'm not going to just go on and say, cause I think Norman will win that fight, but I'm not just going to go on and say, okay, Stanionis wins this fight, he's going to automatically go and win the undisputed titles by beating the winner of that other fight. I don't think that's guaranteed. I feel like that's going to be another great fight, and it's going to be in the air for either one of those guys.
I feel like them two are like. I really think, okay, I'm going to say if Stanionis win, he could dominate the 147-pound division because he's a great fighter, bro. I mean, you got to think about it. Devin Haney just now coming up to 147. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's ready for a Stanionis. I don't think Ronnie ready for a Stanionis. I'm just saying, no.
Technically, he ain't really officially 147 because he ain't even really. He's so wrapped up with this whole goddamn on Ryan Garcia crap.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like they not the true 147s yet. But now Jay say Mario Barrios. Mario.
What do you think about? What about Mario?
I think he was saying the 147 pound.
Because I couldn't figure out his name. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate.
I was having a hard time getting his name.
Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, BJ. Hit that subscribe button.
But Conor Ben is actually supposed to be in this weight class too. He's not. He can fight. I think he can fight. What is that, middleweight?
Yeah.
Because he moved up to fight Eubanks in middleweight. But he's actually a welterweight. He's actually supposed to be in this division. Yeah. I don't know if we can add him in the mix. If we start getting Devin Haney in the mix. Them belts can, when you say it's wide open, it could get unified and then get broken up. It could be broken up until it can never be unified. Because I can see some of these guys lose.
Yeah, but when I'm saying, okay, so maybe I'm not being clear, right? So, like, when I say the 147-pound division is wide open, I mean, like, there's not a heavy hitter there. Like, so, like, when Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford was there.
I'm kind of confused.
Okay, go ahead.
Is the division being wide open a good thing or a bad thing? Because for me, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing because what I'm basically saying is anybody coming up right now, anybody that's wanting to be a champion at 147 has a great opportunity because it's not a really hard obstacle in front of them as far as opponent wise. You see what I'm saying? Like you had Crawford. We know Crawford was a really, really good, skillful fighter. You had Earl Spence was a really, really good, skilled fighter. You had Sean Porter, who was a really, really good, skilled fighter. All of these fighters are really good, but I mean, as far as like muscle, and you're like, man, I don't know. We got to go up against. You see what I'm saying? Every fighter is a great fighter, but I'm saying like there's not a bully yet in the 147-pound division. A bully. That's what I mean. You remember how they used to be like, oh, Sean Porter is the monster of the 147-pound division. Earl Spence is the monster of the 147-pound division.
I never agreed with that personally. Really? I never agreed.
Okay, but you never agreed with it.
Monster.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Sean Porter was one at one point. My boy, BJ.
At one point,
Okay, look, my boy.
He was a gatekeeper for a lot longer than he was a beast. He was a gatekeeper for a lot longer. Let's be real.
Yeah, listen. Hey, BJ says, Booth stand at 147 because there's not much competition. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. That is what I'm trying to say. There's not much competition. That is what I'm trying to say. He says, undisputed is easier. Danny G. Uga Sturman. Shout out to BJ. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell.
He's talking about Sean Porter days.
Yeah.
He's going back to the Sean Porter days.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But talking about Sean Porter was a beast. Sean Porter wasn't a beast. It was just easier at that time. And then when Spence and Crawford came, it wasn't easy no more.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but
he
before
became a gatekeeper.
Yeah, but before then, man, Sean Porter was a dog. I remember, but I didn't like Sean Porter the way he boxed. I didn't like him, bro, but I grew to like him towards the ends of. I grew to like him towards the end of his
I always
career.
thought he was a decent boxer. I always thought he was a good, decent boxer, but I never felt like he was the man. I never felt like he was the man.
Yeah, I liked him towards the end of his career, man. Towards the end of his career, he was good. Like I appreciated him. Really, you think so?
He was a gatekeeper.
You think so?
If you can't beat Sean Porter, you don't deserve a chance at a championship. That's what it was.
God.
You don't deserve a chance at a if you can't beat Sean Porter.
Ooh.
He was a gatekeeper.
Hey, bro, you know what? I really never thought about it that way, bro. If you couldn't beat Sean Porter, then you didn't deserve to be in the 147-pound division. Dang, bro, that's crazy, bro, and that's kind of true. I never thought of it that way, bro. But that was afterwards.
Because he was a decent fighter. He was a good, decent fighter, but he wasn't necessarily he wasn't the man. He wasn't, the unbeatable champion of the division. So when you say, I got a guy like Earl Spence running the division at the time, he had like 2 or 3 championships at the time. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I can beat Earl Spence. Bro, if you couldn't beat Sean Porter, you don't even deserve to fight Earl Spence.
Yeah. That is true.
That's what it was.
BJ says Porter was a champ. Yeah, he was definitely a champ at the 147 pound. He was a champ.
Once you win the belt, you're always a champ, bro.
Yeah.
I would never. I hope I didn't say that he wasn't a champ, because I don't talk like that. I recognize, of course he was a champ. You know what I mean? I've met a lot of champs in my day. You know, in real life. I've met multiple champs that don't have the big names. A lot of people don't necessarily know them.
Right. But
I still recognize them, and I recognize them as champs. When I see them in the street, they ain't had the belt in 30 years. What's up, champ?
Yeah.
How's it going?
BJ says he was at the top for a bit. Yeah, he was at the top for a bit, and then he became and then
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so I apologize if anybody felt like I said something that was being disrespectful, but that's exactly what I was saying.
No, I think
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Porter.
No, I think he's agreeing with you. I think it's just probably like a delayed response.
He had the belt. He was able to do his thing. But then, after other guys started moving into the division and working their way up, he became the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
He took a step back and he became the gatekeeper.
Damn, bro, I never thought about it that way, bro. Hey, but you know what's so crazy?
There's a lot of people that's like that in boxing. That's normal.
But check this out, though. But you know what's so crazy? I remember the point where Keith Thurman was offered to fight Boots, or was offered to fight somebody that was coming up. I think it was Boots, and Keith Thurman turned it down and says, "No, he's not a gatekeeper. He's not ready to become a gatekeeper." That's what he said. I'm gonna have to find that clip and then post it later. But at the time, no. But I'm saying, like, at the time, that's what it was.
Like, he was below that. I know. But see, the gatekeeper gonna take losses.
Yeah. BJ says champ and gatekeeper are not the same, but I hear you. Shout out to BJ.
Yeah. It
was EJ.
You was a champ. When you was a champ, you was a champ. When you stepped back, when you fell off from being a champ, you was the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Not everybody does that. Some people, when they lose the championship, some people fall off completely.
Yeah, no, fact.
Some people just straight up disappear. Fact. When he fell off from being a champ, he was still good enough to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
He checked his career. He took a few losses at the end of his career, but that was because those were against guys that were vying for belts. He wasn't fighting low-level guys anymore.
Yeah.
He was fighting guys that was trying to take the next step to get a belt.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy DT.
It's normal, man. A lot of this stuff is normal. It's not to be disrespectful. There's nothing disrespectful about it. It's just reality, man. I'm dealing reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would be foolish. You know, when I was a young buck, bro, I felt like I was the best corner in the world, cuz I felt like I was the next Deion Sanders. You know what I mean? Just with my natural, feel for the game. You know what I'm saying? I just had a feel when that ball go in the air. Like you didn't even have to be thrown into the receiver. I was covering.
Yeah.
If the ball was in the air, bro, I was on it. You know what I mean? I was that guy. You know what I mean? But I would be foolish to tell myself at 39 years old, today's my birthday, family, so, I just turned 39 today.
Yeah.
So I would be foolish to tell myself at 39 years old, I still have the ability to potentially be one of the best corners. Like, it's crazy, bro. Time, things change. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer one of the best corners anymore. I'm the best at other stuff now. You know what I mean? I can be the best at other stuff, I can change my game and move on to other things.
Yeah.
So, we gotta be okay with, evolving. We have to be okay with evolving. We can't say, oh, Floyd Mayweather is the best fighter in the world. And then we looking at 70-year-old Floyd Mayweather. Oh, he's still the best fighter. It's like, yo, chill, bro. The man's 70 years old.
Oh, no, I feel you, DT. All right.
Like, he had his time. He did great things at the time that he did it.
Yeah.
But, we talking about today. That's all.
Yeah, no, facts. Shout out to Charlie the Talking Paris. My boy says, dang, it's been so long. Yo, bro, you know what's so crazy? I remember your picture. So don't never change your picture. I remember the picture. My boy says it's been so long. It's definitely been so long, bro. All right, DT, man, I appreciate you for tapping in, calling into the channel, DTZ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Oh, no, wait, hold on, because I wanted to talk a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, the co-main event.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to this comment.
I wanted to talk a little about the co. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, let me get to these two comments real quick. My boy BJ says, Thurman wanted to fight Mayweather. Mayweather said, fight EJ and I'll fight you. Thurman turned it down. EJ won't fight Thurman to this day because of it. Yeah, man, I don't think, you know what? I think we'll get it now. Yeah, I think we'll get it now because I think that fight sells now. Honestly, I think we'll get that fight soon. We'll probably get that fight. If not this year, probably next year for sure. We'll definitely get that fight now. EJ, it makes sense now. They both 1-1. It makes sense now. My boy said happy birthday. He thought it was your happy birthday. He thought it was your birthday. Nah, he was just using that as an analogy.
No. Today's my birthday.
Oh, damn. Happy birthday, DT. Shit. Oh, I did not know it was your birthday, bro. Okay, man, we got to send you. Man, damn, I wish I would have known, bro. We got to send you a card, bro, or something, bro. We got to send you a card in the mail.
Nah, it's all good, man. It was, that's the whole, that was kind of the whole precipice for the trip to Atlantic City and, going to the fight,
Dang, bro, that's crazy, man. Shout out to you, bro. Happy birthday. My boy Charlie the Talking Perry says, I've been in 3 hospitals, sadly. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But you know what, though, bro? We happy that you okay and that you on YouTube and that you're able to live and see life, man. So shout out to you and a round of applause to you, man.
So enough.
And we hope that you get the recovery that you need, man. My boy, BJ, he says, my boy talking, Charlie the Talking Paris says, thanks, bro. No, facts, bro. For real, man. For real. My boy BJ says, EJ is retired. I don't think he's officially retired, but I think retirement.
Who is EJ?
BJ, he's a new subscriber, man. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. So I say BJ. I want to say it's Bernal J. So I just say BJ. Yeah, so I just say BJ. Pernell J. It probably is Pernell. I get tongue twisted.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay. Yeah,
laughing
okay.
at us.
Okay. But he's
Hey,
one of
bro.
those people. Yeah.
Hey, when DT hang up, you can call in. I'm gonna post the number, and then you can call in to the show.
Yeah.
But go ahead, DT. What you want? What
So-
else you want to talk about?
About because I know we spend so much time, bro. We spend so much time talking about Tank, talking about Shakur, talking about the lightweight division, Lomachenko, and all these big names that we know, the Zepedas of the world and the Kid Austins of the world. We spend so much time talking about a lot of these guys that I want to take some time and I want to go below that to the junior lightweight division, man, because, a lot of these guys, a lot of times, we don't really notice these guys until like Lamont Roach, until they move up to the lightweight division. And that's when it's like, oh, man, who is this guy?
Right.
And it's like, he's been fighting junior lightweight for a while now. He's been down there.
Yeah.
So that's what happened with Lamont Roach. He's been down there.
Yeah, no, and what's so crazy? Lamont Roach, bro, he's actually, I seen a meme the other day, bro, and damn. Okay. What time is it? Okay. I'm gonna try to finish it up here. But I gotta do something here in a little bit. But yeah, man, Lamont Roach is actually, he's been doing a lot of interviews while Tank been training. I've been seeing that online, man. But hey, get the fame while you can, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fame, bro. Get the fame.
Yeah. We better stay focused though. But yeah, get the fame. That's cool. That's cool.
But I think this gonna be a great
though, but
I think this gonna be a great co-main. I'm gonna give you my pick tomorrow. I'm gonna go back tonight and watch a couple of the fights, and I'll give you my official pick tomorrow. My boy,
I give you mine at the end of the conversation because like I said, I already got all my bets in.
Okay, so what's your pick?
Mine at the end of the conversation, but
what's your pick?
So first off, let me be clear because, like I said, I think I was telling you this the other day.
All right, Charlie. He said, if I gotta go, I'll be back if I can. Charlie, make sure you smash that like button for me, though. Smash that like button. Smash the like button.
Smash that notification bell, man. Check in with us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So yeah, like I said, that Booth Ennis and Stanionis fight was there. It was interesting. It was, I was definitely looking forward to seeing that fight. But I didn't even think about buying tickets to the event until I saw that they were going to add Raymond Ford and Thomas Matisse to the card.
Yeah, that's hard. Raymond Ford and Thomas Matisse is the co-main. He was asking who's the co-main. I'm actually finna get it up here on the screen. I'm finna actually get it on the screen for you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, DJ.
Yes, sir. The Thomas Matisse versus Raymond Ford. And this is really big because I feel like Raymond Ford is one of the most underrated boxers, especially in that division. But he's one of the most underrated boxers in boxing, period, right now. In boxing, period. I don't know why he's not like one of the top 3 people in the lightweight division, but that guy is the future of boxing. Keep an eye on him. He's going to be one of the most exciting fighters that you're going to see in the next 2 to 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, with me talking this way, you already know I got Raymond Ford to win this fight. Hands down. I got him winning this fight easy. The only thing that I'm trying to figure out is whether or not he's going to be able to score the knockout. That's the only thing I'm having trouble figuring out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That Thomas Matisse guy, I'm not gonna lie, that Thomas Matisse guy, he looks kind of long. So here's the fight card. Look, he looked kind of long and tall. Yeah, he got a good size on. So here's the
compared to Raymond Ford, he's gonna have an advantage in that division in that area.
Yeah. My boy says, he says, yeah. He says, you like Ford over Abdullah Mason? DT?
Dude, he beat me to the punch. Because like I said, I wanted to talk about the whole division.
Yeah.
We
could talk about that tomorrow. That way we have another topic.
Yeah, man.
That way we have another topic.
You know me, bro. I got more than enough topic. I can get 2 topics for every day.
No, facts.
But to answer your question, yes, sir, I believe. I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch the Abdullah Mason fight last? That was last week,
No,
right?
I watched the highlights of it. I didn't. Abdullah
Okay.
Mason is good. I watched the highlights of it because I was watching the Michaela Myers fight. Was it Michaela? Yeah, I was watching that Michaela Myers fight.
Yeah.
So I was watching
Yeah,
that fight.
so now, I know for he can knock out Abdullah Mason. I know for a fact he'll knock out Abdullah Mason.
Yeah,
Now,
bro, Raymond
I
Ford
can't
is
say
he's a
that
good fighter. He's a good
I
fighter.
can't say that about Matisse. Yeah, no doubt about it. He will knock Mason out. He will take that boy down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like this co-main is too early for him, bro. I feel like they should have put up with him against match him up with somebody else. I feel like for both of these fighters, bro, I feel like it's too early in their career.
Underrated.
I feel like both of them
underrated.
Both of them are, bro. Like I feel like both of them are good fighters.
Matisse is world renowned. He's famous as being a knockout artist.
That's what I'm saying.
Famous for his punching power. Everybody knows Matisse for his punching power.
But I'm saying, bro, he's 22-4-1. It's like, man, bro, is that too early for him? I mean, or what? I mean, I would think it's too early.
Too early?
Yeah, for Raymond Ford.
I mean, it's not a title fight.
I know, bro, but don't you want to build him up?
It's too early for Matisse?
Bro, Raymond Ford got 16 and 1 loss. 1-1. I guess it's not too early, bro. But I just feel like it's a little bit too early, but I guess it's not. My boy. Let's see what he said. I got a comment. Hold on, I got it. This computer be freezing up over here that I got. I gotta get another computer, man. All right, let me look it up over here. He says, LOL, I love it. That's what he says. Yeah, man, I feel like this is a great fight, man. It's a great fight, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good fight card for sure.
I had to pull up some info. He's 26, bro.
Yeah.
He might be a late bloomer. He ain't got time to be playing around with people, cuz.
Yeah.
You gotta move, bro. You gotta move. Abdullah Mason is 21.
Oh,
Abdullah Mason
bro.
still got some.
I'm gonna go back and watch.
Abdullah Mason.
Nah,
he
bro.
Still ain't even into his grown man body yet.
Nah, bro. I gotta go back. My bad, bro. I'm sorry, DT. I don't mean to cut you off. What happened? I think DT phone cut up or something. DT, call back. I don't know what happened. But listen, y'all know how I feel about Rada season, right? So Raymond Ford lost against Nick Ball. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fight. I feel like they be cheating over there in Rada season. I'm just saying. Hold on, let me get my boy DT back on. DT.
Yeah, my bad, man.
You good? Hey, listen. I see Raymond Ford lost in Rada season. I got to go back and watch and see why he lost, bro. You know how Rada season be doing. I didn't see that fight, so I got to go back and rewatch it. And then I'll say, okay, he lost that fight. But if you lose a fight in Rada season, that should be suspect. I'm just saying it should be suspect. Go ahead, DT.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember seeing a fight, and if I'm not mistaken,
it was suspect.
I don't know why he lost. I know it was a controversial decision.
Exactly.
It wasn't unanimous. It wasn't a unanimous decision. It wasn't a TKO. It wasn't nothing like that. It went to the judges, and the judges decided whatever they decided. I'm gonna just say that.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at right now.
I'm gonna just say that.
Yep, yeah. And y'all better stop going over there to Turkey. Y'all better stop going over there to Rada. Them judges are corrupt. Allegedly.
Yeah, because that was
yeah, nah, bro.
I don't even think. I think that was I don't even think that was at the lower division. He wasn't even in the same weight class.
Oh,
I think he just moved up. Yeah, he just moved up. So that was a smaller weight class too.
Oh, care, bro. Rider season be suspect, bro. Rider season be suspect. I don't care. I'm gonna keep this picture up here.
So I don't know if
I'm gonna keep this picture up here. Every time I think about Rider season, I'm gonna keep this picture up here.
Yeah.
And if you go to Rider, just know Turkey. If Turkey don't like you, he gonna tell the people. You will see when he received backlash. He tell the fighter that he was 2 rounds behind. Come on, stop that.
But that was about a year ago.
I know.
Talking about.
I know, but that don't mean that he just got caught this year. That nigga, he been doing that shit. I'm sorry, he been doing that. He just got caught. He been doing that.
Right. That part. He just recently got caught.
He just got
caught. Know, with the whole. Yeah. Right. Facts. Yeah.
BJ.
So so I didn't. As you see, that loss didn't affect how I feel about him as a fighter at all.
Right. Let me read this comment. BJ says, wow, I was at the first fight of the Rider season, and boy, it was the best boxing experience I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of fights. No, the experience.
Oh, wow. Where was that at?
Okay, yeah, first.
Was that in like Vegas or something? What location was that in?
Probably the Terrence Crawford fight in L.A.
Probably. Oh, L.A. Oh, man.
Probably. I'm just saying probably.
Big time right there.
But listen.
That's a huge event.
But listen. It's good if you've been to a Rider season event as a fan. As a fan, it's good. LA, that's what he said. LA, he been to the LA one. LA.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see what you said. You said as a fan, it's good. You say stay away as a fighter.
Yeah. As a fan, it's the ultimate experience. But as a fighter, bro, now you was in LA. Now tell me, did some of them fighters?
That was a huge event, bro.
Exactly.
In LA, that was a huge event because I know that was going crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now you tell me, as a fighter, did some of them fighters win that fight, or did they come close to them fights? Even Andy Ruiz got booed in his own hometown. Shout out to Likeable.
Shout out to Likeable.
I'm just saying, man. Bro got beat in his own hometown too, man. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, DT, go ahead, DT, because I'm gonna have to wrap this up, man. I gotta something I gotta attend to here.
Oh yeah. So like I said, that Raymond Ford versus Matisse fight is that's what I'm here for. I feel like that's going to be a huge event. I think that's going to propel Raymond Ford to be able to actually be in a position to where he can take on somebody from one of his belts. I got to check to see. I don't know who got the belts in that division right now. I know Navarrete had a belt. I think he just recently lost. O'Shea, right? O'Shea got a belt, right?
Yeah.
O'Shaki, how you say his name? I don't know how to say his name. You know how to say his name?
O'Shaki, I think.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna run with that. I think he has the belt. I know. I think Raymond can take that belt. I don't know who else got a belt in that division. I feel like he's ready. I think Matisse for me, Matisse is the type of a fighter that he's actually he's really similar to Bruce Ennis. He reminds me a lot of Bruce Ennis. Yeah. He got a lot of good punching powers. He got good technique, but he relies on that punching power too much. Yeah. And he goes for the knockout too much. You catch guys like them loading up. They're always loading up to try to get a big shot in. And a guy like Raymond Ford is going to be way too quick. He's going to be way too quick for you to load up and try to get a big shot on him. That guy's going to be all over the ring. He's going to circle around you 3 times before you get a chance to even turn your head. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is the type of fighter that Raymond Ford is. He's going to get in circle you 3 times before you even turn your head.
Well, we definitely going to be tapping into him. We definitely going to be tapping into him, man, to see what he bring on Saturday night,
Make sure y'all watch that fight. That's going to be big time. That's going to be, like I said before, that's going to be the fight that propels him forward. After he wins that fight, I'm just, I don't follow the media. I like to get ahead of the media. You know what I'm saying? So before they start talking about him, you're going to hear him from me first. That's what I specialize in. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. You're going to hear about the next great fighter from me before you hear it from the media. Yeah. The next great fighter is going to be reigning forward. He's going to beat a lot of these guys that you're looking at right now. He's going to beat O.K. Foster. He's going to beat Abdullah Mason. I feel like they gonna hide Abdullah Mason from him. They're not even gonna get a chance to fight him. Yeah, he's gonna move up. He'll move up the lightweight before Abdullah Mason because, like I said, Mason's too young. He's 21. He just turned 21. Yeah, last week. It was his birthday when he won that fight. Yeah. But, hey, shout out to he got to work on his defense. Yeah, he definitely got to work. Yeah, he definitely got to work his defense. His left hand, is full of cement. He can't keep his left hand up.
Right. Hey, shout out to my boy BJ. He says, I like the show. BJ, make sure you turn that notification bell on, bro, so you can join the debates, man. All right, DT, man, we gonna let you get up off here, DT, man. You got the fight. DT got the fight on Saturday, man. I'm gonna send you a couple. I'm gonna have some shows pre-lined up. So if you want to bring somebody on, you can just click on the link, and then you can bring them on the show, and you can interview them live.
I'm gonna try to call you. I might try to call you like Friday, or I might call you Saturday. You know, because I know you went through a fight. I know you went through a fight not too long ago. Yeah, so I just want to kind of, just get a little bit, get some pointers from you on, like how you. Navigated everything and, the whole nine. So I want to sit down and have a chat with you before I get there so I can, hopefully you can get me a little comfortable with. Like I said,
for sure, man, we'll do.
I'm usually one of the behind the scenes guys, bro. I'm not in it for the fame, bro. I don't like, that's why I don't put my face out. Yeah, I don't want to be famous. Yeah. I'm the opposite of most people. Yeah, what I'm saying? I like to be just low key with it, I feel like, I have an opinion about a lot of stuff, so I do like to voice my opinion, but I don't necessarily, look for the fame. So, hey,
DC, that's gonna be in the reels. That's gonna be in the reels. All of that's gonna be in the reels, man. Hold on. We'll talk behind the scenes, DT. We'll talk behind the scenes, and then we'll do a video call. But we'll talk behind the scenes, bro. I appreciate you, DT.
All
right, bro.
Easy, bro.
All right, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's my boy DT right there, man. That's my boy DT, man. He'll subscribe, man, and he be on the show, man. So, I tend to give, the day ones, I let them talk, I let them do their thing. And shout out to DT. He always support the channel. Man, DT going to the fight this weekend. So he already got the product. He gonna be interviewing people. He's gonna be talking to people, and man, we gonna be live. So BJ, if you wanna watch the fight live with us, we're gonna have a live fight watch party, man. So definitely do that, man. My boy say DT lit. Yeah, my boy lit. Yeah, man, my boy lit. Hey guys, look, I got something I want to show you guys, man. I want to show you guys something. I want to say, man, shout out to Likeable Dialogue, man. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I want to say shout out to Likeable Dialogue, y'all. You guys, let me take this down real quick. Let me take this down. Boom, 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 boom. Let me take this down so you guys can see this really, real good. All right, guys. So the show we're almost at 1 million views, guys. So it says Likeable, YouTube sent this to us. Likeable Dialogue, you're nearly at 1 million views. So
shout out to Likeable.
So currently we are at like 900 and something thousand views. So we're almost at 1 million views. Shout out to I want to say thank you to everybody out there, man, that's subscribed to the channel. I want to thank everybody that's watched the video, liked the video. I want to thank you guys because you guys have made this possible, man. So when I seen the email, I said, man, this is awesome, man, because you got to remember we started at 0 views and now we're almost at 1 million views. We have 900 and something thousand views. So we're close to that 1 million mark, man. So shout out to everybody. Keep on watching. Keep on liking. Keep on tuning in. Keep on watching, man. We're going to hit that 1 million mark. So hopefully we hit that 1 million mark. I think we're going to hit it by the end of next month. But hopefully if we hit it by the end of this month, that'd be awesome. So I just wanted to let y'all know that, and then I want to say thank you. I wanted to tell, sometimes I hit the wrong buttons, but I wanted to tell DT that too. So hopefully DT's still on. He get to watch that. He get to go back and watch that, man. My boy says, see you Saturday. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Damn, I hit the wrong button sometime. There we go. Hey, BJ, did you hit the notification bell? It's very important that you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when we come on, bro. My boy Sleep or Grind says 3 million by end of the year. Shout out to my boy BJ for hitting that notification bell. Sleep or Grind, we know you got a new channel over there, man. We got a new picture. Make sure you hit the notification bell on the new channel, man. Sleep or Grind. But yeah, man. So I'm really shocked, man. Oh, shout out to my boy DT. He did see it, man. He says the milli is big time. 3 milli, let's do it. Yes, man. So for those of y'all that don't know, man, Likeable Dialogue just received the email from YouTube. It says, Likeable Dialogue, you're nearly at 1 million views, man. So I got to give a special thank you to the people, to the fans, everybody, man. Listen, man, we couldn't do this without you guys. So I really appreciate you guys, man. We started at 0, man. So we just, man, this is awesome, man. For us to have almost 1 million views, bro. Cut the channel. Oh, man, but honestly though, man, I appreciate that though, man. This is love, man, because like I really do this love, and I show everybody love, man. So that's the big thing, man. So that's the big thing about it. But listen, guys, I'm going to be on here for another 10 minutes. So if you guys want to call in to the show and voice your opinions, that is the number to call in to the show. I'm going to be on here for another 10 minutes. So you have about 10. I'll leave the number up there for about 2 or 3 minutes or so while we're talking. But anyway, to wrap this up though, man, like I feel like Tank Davis and Jake Paul fighting was going to be a money grab, because them two fighting is like, how are them two fighting? Where does it make sense? It only makes business sense because Jake Paul is a seller, and Tank is definitely a seller. So it only makes business sense as far as them two wanting to fight each other. Shout out to my boy. He says, get on, Benel. He says, yeah, he says, I'm gonna watch your old videos to get more watch time for you. Shout out to that. Damn, I hit the wrong button. I be in the wrong button sometimes. Shout out to BJ.
Shout out to Likeable.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, man. That is trash though, man, because it's like, are they really doing that for the sport of boxing, or are they doing that for themselves, for a money grab? Because people said that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was a money grab, right? So this really, and a lot of people say that the fight was rigged. So does this put confidence in the boxing community that this fight is not rigged? That this fight wouldn't have been rigged? Like, there's no way. Jake Paul is way too big for Tank. Tank probably come up he fight at 135, so he probably could have fought at like 147, but it's not really a real 147. Jake Paul gonna have to come down. It would have been just what is that match that Floyd Mayweather be doing? Exhibition match. It would have been just an exhibition match, if anything, man. It would have just been an exhibition match. So that, I really didn't agree with that fight, but yeah, man, Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, man, I feel like that was nothing more than a money grab. Like, because it doesn't make business sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like where does it make business sense that Jake Paul will fight Tank? It only makes money sense, monetary wise, for the two individuals, you know. Here it is right here. I actually had the video, but I guess I got to get that later. It says me and Javante were scheduled to fight. And shout out to DJ Woo. He called it, but I just didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? My boy BJ says Mike's retirement plan definitely was his retirement plan. Hey, but you know what's so crazy? It's his retirement plan, but also, like, is it really Mike Tyson's retirement plan? Because he spent the money. He just bought him a brand new crib. So I think he spent like 18 million or 6 million or so many millions. I've seen that he had bought a crib, and I'm just like, bro, you just got that. You know what I mean? So you gonna be in the same predicament again. But hey, who am I? I'm just trying to get up on his level. Shout out to Likeable Dialogue. My boy DT says they have videos of Tyson holding back punches, and I don't disagree with you. And that's what the Javante Dave, like, what was Jake Paul go let Jake Paul go let Tank knock him out? Or like, how was that fight? And even Jake Paul didn't even go hard on Mike like he was supposed to. So it's like, it was definitely going to be a money grab. It was definitely going to be a money grab. My boy BJ says Mike gave money to his wife and she gave it back plus $5 million. Yup. Yeah, I did read something like that, bro. I did read something like that. That Mike gave his wife some money and she gave it back plus $5 million. Yeah, I did read something like that. Hey guys, listen, I appreciate. Oh, let me do another recap real quick though. So for a quick recap, we talked about the fight that's coming on Saturday night, right? We talked about Jaron Ennis versus Stanionis. We think that Jaron Ennis says that he have a great count, man. He said he has a great count. He says that this is one of the best counts of his life. He says that that he feels good, and he wanted to step. In order for him to work out hard, he says he needed to step up the level of competition. Well, the level of competition was stepped up, and now he's fighting Stanionis. Stanionis is a tremendous fighter. He's a hardcore fighter. He said in the press conference, all gas, no brakes. That is what Stanionis says. All gas, no brakes is what he says. And Stanionis is a rough fighter. So I believe he's coming with all gas and no brakes. Jaron Ennis haven't had the best two last performances, and Stanionis been put up on the shelf for the last couple of years. So this is a perfect match. Stanionis has a name, and he's a tremendous fighter. Ennis has a name, and he's a tremendous fighter. So what's going to happen when the two collide in the ring? Stanionis and Ennis. What's going to happen? Is the question that we're going to have to see the answer to on April the 12th from the two individuals in question. Hey guys, I'm your host LD. Hey, what's up guys? This your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Some people got a Stanionis. Some people got Ennis. Some people already put their bets in. Sleeper Grind already put his bet in and said that $100 for under 7. My boy DT got it going by decision. You'll hear my response tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell. We out of here. Thank you guys. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Hey, guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you, guys. It's your boy LD.
The Kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Get
to press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue.
Likeable Dialogue. Hey, BJ, quick question for you. I don't know if you're still there with us or not, but BJ, if you have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, go follow us on all social media, man. Take a screenshot of this right now, and you can go back and find us on social media. It's Likeable Dialogue, okay? Likeable Dialogue. Follow us on Instagram. We have 3 pages on Instagram, actually, but the main page is Likeable Dialogue, so make sure you follow that page. We got the Likeable Dialogue boxing page, and then we have the Likeable Dialogue fan page. The fan page is if you see a topic that you want to discuss, if you send it to the fan page, Likeable Dialogue fan page, I will see it and I will try my best to get it on the show. Because I like, if you send me something, I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try to get this topic on the show. So you want to send that to the fan page, Likeable Dialogue fan page, but you follow the Likeable Dialogue and Likeable Dialogue boxing page, and that is where you'll see most of the reels and stuff like that on the show, man. Man, and go back and check out some of my interviews, man. We interviewed Rolly Romero. So, man, check us out, man. I appreciate you for becoming a subscriber. I appreciate DT, Sleeper Grind, everybody that tapped in, talking to the Charlie, the talking parrot, man. I'm glad you came back, man, and I hope everything is well with you, man. I'm out of here. I'm your host, LD, the kid, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.